Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, here in the quicksand. In front of Alphinaud, who had our next main quest. Yugiri's game. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dahns. That said, this all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Desiree, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever needs to be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hosan when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. I'm too quick. Greetings. Alphinaud informed me that the Scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I'm honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. I knew from a glance what manner of woman you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son, Hosan. He can tell you more. Hello there, I'm Hosan, son of Hosan. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dahns? I hear we're traveling by horseboat-drawn carriage. But, don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but... what's that? You're looking for the others. Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. I'd really hope they had removed this quest. Hey, you're not Hosan. Who are you? I'm Koharu. The Desibo Klingwa, huh? Didn't know anyone else was... Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? No, science. Science. Then you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Alright, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Desiree. How'd you find me? Bah, guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this? I mean, the Galleons didn't find me. I thought I remembered a child hiding in there, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Are you playing? No fair. Hosan didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horseboat carriage? I don't know, it sounds scary, but if Hosan says it's safe, I'll go. Wonderful. All the children are counted. Hide and seek? I see that you're curious. Quite simple, really. Lady Yugiri thought it best if the children know what to do in case the Guardians found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. Okay, I already have fun. And let's take the healing one. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass plates, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When we are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. But it seems they've taken out the second quest, which is good. Fascinating creatures. Whence did they come from? Originally, you had to get him this mask, which was running around town a while. These reports of a great beast on the road to Ul'dah are most troubling. Oh, it's just so fluffy. Grandfather is so lucky. These horsebirds smell terrible. Yeah. He's a perfumed, well, face mask. You got to be off, are we? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. One of the blades says we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beast has been sighted south of a bridge to Himalaya. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on them, of course, but I don't pay to gamble in this business. Now I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area is safe like. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way is clear, meet us outside horizon. The blades tell me the road there is safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. And just remembering, there's also another quest missing. Originally you had to arrange the coach first from someone here at Scorpion's Crossing. Feel an eye upon you. I must say, it was a surprisingly pleasant ride. Maybe the journey to Revenant will not be so bad after all. It pleases me to see you well. Come, let the coachman know we can continue onward. They have wings, so does that mean they can fly? And does it mean we can fly if we ride one? Not all chocobos can fly, but mine can. Which do you think would win a race, a horse or a horse bird? So I was a beastie. Was being the operative word, huh? Well fought, madame, well fought. I have only ever a bit of health. I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, Things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost, but not forgotten. Lady Yugiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fierceless, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father, to she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. And knock the grandpa over. Hey, Mr. Zire, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. To gain power. I knew it. That's what I told Koharu, but she didn't believe me. It's my turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Zire. I've got a question. What's Revenant's toll like? Is it pretty? It's a stone's throw from an castrum? It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. You mean there are lots of people who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Mrs. Ray, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Buy weapons from Ravenna. Seek out new experiences. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Alright, that's enough for Miss Desiree. That's not fair. Why does Yozan get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Sure. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Desiree. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurer guild for Domans. We protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss Desiree and Lady Yugiri. Yeah, just like Miss Desiree and Lady Yugiri. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? And here's the coach at Scorpion's Cross. My Deling Master Alphinaud know we're here. I need to stay with the birds. I bet they could keep out an entire legion with those walls. Would you look at that? How many steps are there? 100? I'm going to count. It'll be good to sleep in a proper bed for a change, even if it's only for a night. Well, it should be 80, right? The 80 sins of Sassamon? Should be 80 steps. Well, I tried counting them once and I came to, I don't know, 78, 79? So one got lost in there somewhere. I pray they do not grow too accustomed to this treatment. It's a welcome respite, to be sure, but a far cry from what we can expect in Revenant's toll. Not you. You. Has the first group arrived already? Wonderful. Pray inform Master Alphinaud. We welcome your return, Miss Klingor. Ah, Desiree. I take it the first group has arrived? Excellent. Is there aught else? No? No? I've matters well in hand here. You and Lady Givi should travel to Revenant's toll forthwith. It is past time Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Fanalan, which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slavborn upon your arrival. He's the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. The self-travels, Desiree. Let's teleport there with Lady Yugiri. Unless someone wants to walk. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slavborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head and call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I am concerned. As you wish, Slavborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. So, we need to go to Minfilia. I guess if we have to meet the antecedent. Seven else, Desiree, why are you wasting your time with me? See them to the rising stones. Need to talk to Lady Yugiri again. At long last we have an opportunity to prove our worth. You shan't regret this, madame. The sentries appear more than capable. Even so, it may be best to forbid people from venturing beyond the walls unescorted. For the time being, at least. Too much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. Eorzea may be a land of many cultures and creeds, but I nevertheless suspect the Domans will struggle to adapt. As the case with other distant lands, I heard rumors of mysterious magics and martial arts. I dare not lend credence to these tales, but I cannot help but hope that some are true. I wonder what herbs and spices they use in Doman. Maybe there's something I could add to my special tonic. This little thing, nothing compared to what the Domans have endured. So many youths they fail to understand that it's incumbent on everyone to help those in need. That's why it's so wonderful when young men like Hoary Boulder rise to the occasion. Did they really sail that half-rotted ship all the way from Offord? Isn't that dangerous? What if it had sprung a leak? Tis no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldesion continue to meet with failure. We has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. However, Domans, I'm given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. Not really, no. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I cannot ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it is within our power to help them. Lady Ogiwi is here? Please show her in. I would very much like to meet her. Arrangements are made, but it doesn't matter to us what they exactly are. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, milady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it is a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slavborn. Lady Giri? Desiree? Maybe I worry overmuch. With so many able-bodied adventurers about, what beasts could pose a threat? I did not give myself hope in full, but for the first time in many moons, I'm willing to do so. I'm amazed that none here knew of a war of succession until we arrived. Have you truly heard naught of what has transpired? Lamine and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I'm still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Y'shtola should be returning anon with a report from field. Maybe you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival? There she is.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet. Which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Yep, me too.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary?
Elizabeth.
We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not?
I did.
Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
A primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
I know this is to, well, basically show Lady Yugiri off, but I think it's pretty risky to bring her along if Yugiri gets tempered and the Domans lose their leader. And we are to blame. Yeah, no, doesn't matter, I guess. Until next time then, when we play more Final Fantasy XIV, I am Ace, and don't get lost.